Have you ever wondered if the way you present yourself to the world is truly who you are, or just a mask you've learned to wear? What if a simple choice could reveal something surprisingly deep about your social personality? In this psychology test inspired by the ideas of Carl Jung, you'll be asked to choose one mask out of 4. Each mask represents a different aspect of what Jung called the persona psychology, the part of ourselves we show to society. But here's the fascinating part. Your choice may reflect how you handle relationships, how you navigate social situations, and even what emotional energy you naturally bring into the world. And the truth is, most people choose the mask that quietly mirrors something inside them. So take a deep breath, clear your mind, and when the 4 masks appear on the screen, trust your instinct. Don't overthink it. Just choose the one that somehow feels right. Because by the end of this video, the mask you select might reveal something meaningful about the way you connect with others, something you may have never consciously noticed before. If you chose mask number 1, your choice reflects a personality that quietly studies the world before fully stepping into it. People with this social persona often carry a deep sense of awareness about human behavior. According to the psychological ideas of Carl Jung, many individuals develop a social identity that protects their inner world while allowing them to interact with society in a thoughtful and controlled way. This is closely related to what Jung described as the persona psychology, the mask we unconsciously wear in social situations. Mask 1 represents the observer. If this was your instinctive choice, you may naturally analyze people, conversations, and social dynamics before fully revealing your true thoughts. In social environments, others may see you as calm, composed, and even mysterious. But internally, your mind is often active, constantly reading subtle emotional signals that most people overlook. This ability can make you very perceptive in friendships, relationships, and group situations. However, this mask also carries an important psychological lesson. Observers sometimes protect themselves by staying slightly distant from emotional vulnerability. Jung believed that true personal growth begins when we allow our deeper self to step beyond the mask we show the world. In other words, the observer eventually learns that connection is not only about understanding others, it is also about allowing others to understand you. There is a quiet strength in this persona. People who choose this mask often become trusted listeners, thoughtful advisors, and individuals others feel safe opening up to. Your presence can bring calm to chaotic environments because you tend to see situations with clarity rather than reacting impulsively. But here is something interesting. Many people who choose mask 1 discover that their greatest transformation happens when they move from observing life to fully participating in it. And in a moment, we will reveal the meaning behind mask number 2, and its message may surprise you even more. If your instinct led you to choose mask number 2, your social energy is deeply connected to human interaction. This mask represents people who naturally build bridges between others. In the framework of psychological ideas explored by Carl Jung, the way we behave in social environments often reflects the role our mind adopts to create belonging and emotional balance within groups. Jung described this outer role as the persona psychology, the social identity we develop to navigate relationships and society. Mask 2 symbolizes the connector. If this was your choice, you may be someone who instinctively reads the emotional atmosphere of a room and adjusts your presence to bring harmony. People with this persona often become the friend everyone calls, the colleague who keeps teams united, or the person who intuitively knows when someone needs support. Social awareness is one of your strongest traits, and others often feel comfortable around you without fully understanding why. However, this mask also carries an important psychological lesson. Connectors sometimes become so focused on maintaining harmony that they quietly place their own emotional needs in the background. Jung believed that when a persona becomes too strong, a person can lose touch with deeper parts of their identity. The challenge for this mask is learning that connection becomes stronger when it is balanced with authenticity. Your natural gift is empathy. You can sense shifts in tone, energy, and intention during conversations. This ability helps you build strong relationships, and it often makes you someone people trust quickly. Many leaders, mediators, and influential communicators share this type of social persona. But there is something even more fascinating. Many people who choose mask 2 discover that their true strength appears when they stop trying to keep everyone connected and begin focusing on connections that truly nourish their own life. And the meaning behind mask number 3 may reveal a completely different side of human behavior. If your instinct led you to choose mask number 3, your choice reflects a personality that values independence, authenticity, and personal direction. In psychological theories explored by Carl Jung, the way people present themselves socially often reflects deeper internal motivations. Jung described this outward role as the persona psychology, the identity we show the world while protecting parts of our inner self. Mask 3 represents the independent mind. If this was your choice, you may be someone who feels comfortable standing apart from the crowd rather than blending into it. People with this social persona often value personal freedom, original thinking, and the ability to make decisions without being heavily influenced by social pressure. In many situations, others may perceive you as confident, self-directed, or even slightly mysterious. Your mind likely gravitates toward observing patterns in behavior, questioning ideas, and forming your own conclusions rather than simply accepting what others believe. This independent perspective can make you a strong thinker, someone capable of seeing possibilities and solutions that many people overlook. In social groups, you may not always seek attention, but your words often carry weight when you choose to speak. However, this mask also holds an important lesson about balance. Jung believed that while independence is powerful, true psychological growth occurs when individuality and connection coexist. People who strongly identify with this persona sometimes distance themselves emotionally, believing that relying on others could limit their freedom. Over time, many discover that meaningful relationships can actually strengthen personal independence rather than weaken it. Your strength is clarity of thought and authenticity. You tend to move through life guided by internal values rather than external expectations. This makes your path unique and often inspiring to those around you. But here is something interesting. Many people who choose mask 3 later realize that their greatest transformation begins when they learn to share their inner world more openly. And the final mask in this test reveals a completely different psychological message. If you chose mask number 4, your selection reflects a personality strongly connected to emotional perception and inner awareness. Within the psychological ideas explored by Carl Jung, the way we present ourselves socially often hides deeper emotional sensitivities that shape how we experience the world. Jung described this outward identity as the persona psychology, the role we adopt to interact with society while protecting the more vulnerable parts of our inner self. Mask 4 represents the deep empath. If this mask stood out to you immediately, there is a strong chance that you naturally feel the emotional atmosphere around you. People with this social persona often notice subtle changes in tone, energy, or behavior that others miss completely. Because of this, you may find that friends, family members, and even strangers feel comfortable opening up to you about their struggles and personal experiences. This heightened awareness can be a powerful gift. Empaths often develop strong intuition about people's intentions and emotions, which allows them to build meaningful and supportive relationships. Many individuals who identify with this mask naturally gravitate toward roles that involve helping, guiding, or emotionally supporting others. However, this persona also carries an important psychological lesson. When empathy becomes too strong, a person can unintentionally absorb the emotional weight of everyone around them. Jung often emphasized the importance of balance between understanding others and protecting one's own psychological boundaries. Your strength lies in emotional intelligence and compassion. You bring warmth and understanding into conversations, and people often feel seen and heard when they interact with you. But here is the fascinating part of this psychology test. Sometimes the mask we choose reveals not only who we are today, but also the deeper psychological direction our mind is guiding us toward. And when people look at all 4 masks together, they often realize something unexpected about their own social persona. Before you leave the psychology test, take a moment to reflect on something important. No matter which mask you chose, 1, 2, 3, or 4, the meaning behind your choice is not about being right or wrong. In fact, the deeper message of this test is about awareness. According to the ideas of Carl Jung, every person develops a social identity to navigate the world. Jung described this as the persona psychology, the face we present to society while our deeper thoughts, emotions, and instincts remain beneath the surface. Your mask represents a tendency, a pattern in how your mind approaches people, relationships, and social environments. But here is the most fascinating part of human psychology. None of these personas are fixed. As we grow, reflect, and become more aware of our behavior, the way we interact with the world also evolves. The observer can learn to participate more fully in life. The connector can discover the power of protecting their own energy. The independent mind can experience deeper trust in meaningful relationships. And the empath can learn to care for others while maintaining strong emotional boundaries. Psychological self-discovery is not about labeling yourself. It is about understanding the patterns that shape your decisions, reactions, and connections with others. The more you recognize these patterns, the more freedom you gain to shape the kind of life and relationships you truly want. So now comes the most interesting part of this experiment. Which mask did you choose? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Write your number in the comments below. Many viewers are often surprised when they see how many people chose the same mask as they did. And if you enjoy psychology tests about personality, behavior, and human nature, make sure to explore the next videos on this channel. Because sometimes, a single question can reveal more about the human mind than we ever expected. If you enjoyed this psychology test and want to discover more about your personality, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos about human behavior, personality traits, and psychology insights inspired by the ideas of Carl Jung. These types of psychology tests are designed to help you better understand how the mind works and how our social identity, what Jung called the persona psychology, shapes the way we interact with the world. Also, don't forget to watch the video appearing on your screen right now in the card, where you can take another fascinating psychology test that reveals even deeper aspects of your personality. And if you enjoy exploring topics like personality psychology, social behavior, emotional intelligence, and self-discovery, you'll definitely want to check out the playlist on this channel filled with psychological tests and mind-revealing experiments. Before you go, here's something interesting. If you watched this video all the way to the end, leave a comment below with the number of the mask you chose, 1, 2, 3, or 4. It's always fascinating to see how many people around the world end up choosing the same mask. Your comment also helps this video reach more people who are curious about psychology, personality tests, and understanding the hidden patterns of human behavior.